In this little series, we are going to go back to basics. How many of you have watched some of my YouTube videos, but not actually sat down and had a go yourself yet? Well, that's my fault. I need to break it down for you in steps that are so simple that anyone can have a go. And that's what I intend to do over the next few videos. Hello, my name is Jenna and I help people encounter God through mixed media art journaling. There can be many barriers to sitting down and starting to create. Maybe one of the biggest barriers might be that you feel like you're not good enough, that you're not an arty sort of person, that you're not creative enough, and that somehow you're going to fail. Well, I felt like that too before I discovered mixed media. I always thought I wasn't good enough at drawing. I could kind of fiddle around and produce something, but I was never satisfied with the results. Well, with mixed media, it's not about the results. There is no failing with mixed media art journaling. It's all about enjoying the process and having fun, much like you did when you created art in preschool or kindergarten and you just picked a few of your favourite colours, squidged them all around and then ran off to play your next game. It was not about creating something perfect to go on the wall. And neither is what we're going to do here. It's never about the finished product. It's about having fun and spending time with God. I believe that you are a creative person because you were made in the image of a creator God. Look around you at all the amazing things that God has created, all the colours and textures, some of it beautiful, some of it quite ugly, but a whole array of unique creative expressions of God's creative heart. And all that lives inside you, just waiting to come out if it feels safe enough. And if you can just get over some of these barriers about feeling like you have to perform, feeling like you have to do something perfect or live up to somebody else's standards, then you can create just like I can. There's really no specific skills needed. I don't have an art degree. I do art journaling in schools with 5-year-olds and they can do it. So if they can do it, you can do it too. So I want you to know that your journal is a safe place for you to play, to make mistakes, to make ugly art and just have fun. So please don't discount yourself from having a go. Another reason you might not have started with your art journaling yet is that you feel like you don't have the right supplies. In some of my videos, I might even mention things you've never heard of before, like matte medium and gesso and all these things that seem complicated and are not currently in your art cupboard. Well, the wonderful thing about mixed media is that you can use anything. That's what mixed media means. There are no right supplies. You can use whatever you have on hand. So you can use your children's art supplies. You can use whatever art supplies you already have in stock if you're a scrapbooker and you have scrapbooking supplies, or maybe you're into textiles and you've got some textiles, lovely textiles that you'd like to incorporate, or some photographs if you're a photographer. You can use whatever you like in mixed media. And in this series, I'm going to show you just a very minimalist kit that you can create a beautiful art journaling page with. So no special supplies required. We're going to use what we have. Another thing I hear a lot is I don't have time for art journaling. Well, I understand we are all busy and we have other priorities, but really this is about spending 10-15 minutes with the Lord, just sitting in his presence, speaking to him, listening to him, allowing him to minister to us. And we know that that is important for our faith to be sustained and to grow. So yes, if you want it to happen, you do have to prioritize it, but you don't need a huge chunk of like 2 or 3 hours to create a page. The other thing with mixed media is that we work in layers. So if you just want to do 1 or 2 layers a day, you don't have to start and finish a page in the same day. You can just do something on the page and that will be enough. We're going to create a really simple page together that you can do in just 10 to 15 minutes. Hopefully that will reassure you that you can make time. Another thing I hear from beginners is the fear of the blank page. You have bought yourself a beautiful new journal and you open it up and you look at those clean white blank pages and it's paralyzing. Don't worry, there is a solution to this, and I am going to help you think about a few ways that you can get started on that blank page that are low pressure and hopefully going to be fun. And finally, you might feel like you just don't know where to start. What do I put on the page first? Do I do some writing? Do I put some paint on? What is the process, the simple step-by-step process that I need to follow to create an art journaling page like yours, Jenna? And I'm sorry that I haven't answered that question sooner, but I am going to give you a really simple process, a recipe with just 6 or 7 stages that you can easily follow to create an art journal page, simply and easily, that will allow you to express your heart to God and hear his heart for you.
You can do this. Now, it's been a lot of chat today, and really it's all been about mindset, getting our mindset right. The Bible says to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. And if we don't come to this with the right attitude, then we're setting ourselves up to fail. So, as a thank you for listening to me today, I have got a gift for you. If you head over to my website, if you go to jennaburn.com/get started, and I will also provide a link in the description below this video. So it's jennaburn.com/get started. You will be able to download a free starter pack, which will include a couple of PDFs, some of which we will be using later in this mini series to actually create our journal page with. But the one I wanted to show you today is this one. So I have created this series of declarations for you to think on, to meditate on about your art. So there's things like, I am made in the image of a creative God. My art is a powerful prayer. My art is on God's fridge. If you've heard that one before, think about God as your loving father who likes to keep his children's artwork stuck to his fridge, much the same way as some of my girls' schoolwork is on my fridge at home. And you'll notice that I've left these 2 blank. So your homework from this session is to write your own declarations, whatever it is that you're struggling with. Turn that around to a declaration of, I am whatever. I am not afraid of that blank page, or I am going to complete this art journaling course this week, or I was created to create, or whatever it is that you feel is going to be helpful to you. You can leave this as it is, as a whole sheet, and pin this up somewhere. Pin it on your fridge, in fact, if you want to. Or you can cut it up into individual little cards that you can place around your house, or your art room if you're lucky to have an art or craft room. You can even turn it into a little booklet, like a little zine if you'd like to. To do that, you need to slice it in half lengthways. And then we're going to concertina fold these little declarations, so like a zigzag, backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. And the other one, probably find out I've done these folds the wrong way. Let's see. So you can either do it like a concertina booklet, like this. That might well be the easiest way of doing it. So let's do that. Just put some glue on that side and some glue on this side and stick them together. Like so. And then you can make yourself a little cover for your booklet out of anything really, out of a bit of scrapbooking paper, collage paper. This happens to be a piece of wallpaper sample. What are the dimensions of this? It probably depends on what size you printed it out at, but this is about 14 centimetres by 10 centimetres roughly. Fold that in half, and then you can stick your little booklet to the cover. Some glue on that side, some glue on this side. Oops. Give that a good old rub. And we've made a little booklet. This is totally optional, guys. The main point is that you spend a little bit of time reading these declarations, write some more of your own, read them out loud to yourself, looking in the mirror in the morning, and try and defeat some of those mindsets that say that, you know, we're not good enough, we're not artists, we're going to fail, you know, and speak out against those barriers that we have in our minds to getting creative. I hope that's a bit of fun for you. I would love to see if you do something, if you do make a little booklet, or where you put your cards. If you want to take a little photo and share with me what you've done with this, I would love to see it. If you can use the hashtag #getjournaling, that would be great, and you can tag me on Instagram or Facebook, and I can see what you've been up to. Oh, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, which will notify you when the next video is up. Okay, I will see you tomorrow which will be all about supplies. What supplies do we really need to get started? So see you then. Thank you.